It is Monday. Monday motivation. I don't know why I always got to look at my calendar to see what day it is. I should know. But welcome in, guys. If you are brand new to my channel, you don't know who I am. My name is Pamela. I am aka Scooter Renee, your host for Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivation. So if you need some positivity and you need some uplift and everything, this is a channel to be at on Monday nights. So, welcome in, everybody. Make sure you do the YouTubey things. Like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you haven't, I don't know why. Ring the bell. Make sure you mark it for all notifications so you know when I go live, upload new content, and especially my shorts I've been doing here lately. So, you want to get in on that as well. And thumbs up, everybody. I would appreciate that. So, again, welcome to any of you that are new to my channel. Welcome to all my OGs that are here right now and the playback crews. If you can't catch me live, you can always watch the playback and get motivated that way. So welcome my playback crew as well. So a few of you got the notes for tonight. And again, as always, if any of you ever want the notes to kind of follow along and see what I'll be talking about and so forth, let me know. I mean, it's going to be rough notes because I sometimes go off, the trail. But anyways, if you ever would like that, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to get that to you. All right, let's see who all is here. Okay, I was reading what that said. All right, first in, Cool Ranch. Hey, buddy, welcome in. We got Darlene here. Welcome in, beautiful Darlene. We got Kelly in Texas. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. And we got Miss Quintia here. Welcome in, Quintia. All right. And we got Cassie. Cassie, you did so good. I'm so proud of you. Did your first live. You were awesome. So congratulations. We got my buddy Tammy in the house. Welcome, welcome. And then we got baby girl. Baby girl's in the house. Yeah, so Cool Ranch, if you'll just text me to send Tammy's number to you, I can do that. All right, guys. So, a couple of things I have to show you. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, then you probably didn't see this, but I have to show you what Tammy got me. Look! The addiction to sloths is real, guys. All you get me sloth stuff. So, he is going to be number 100, whatever. I don't know what he really is, but I do have a ton of sloths. So I got him. He is so soft and I love him. So he's brand new to my family. And then Steadfast Renee, I don't know if she'll be here tonight, but this was such a cute surprise in the mail. Look, little sloth socks in space. So tomorrow when I go in to have my surgery, I'm going to be wearing these. So thank you, Renee. If you're watching this later or if you come in, I'll make sure I thank you live as well. So just had to show those two things. I was so excited. We got Anna. I'm crazy. Welcome in, Anna. So glad to see you. All right. Let's see. Couple announcements, guys. I am now at 1,930 something subscribers. So I need about 70 more, I guess, 60 more subscribers to get to 2,000. Once I get to 2,000, we're going to be doing a huge giveaway. And I mean huge. So make sure you're sharing this out. Make sure you tell your friends to subscribe. Tammy's been doing it like crazy at the flea market. People are like, okay. But anyways, so when I do that, I'll get to do that huge giveaway that I'm super excited about. Lisa D, welcome in. Thank you, Darlene. So, and then also, if you have not caught it yet, I am doing shorts every day, and I am throwing a hashtag out there, and it's just something I just thought of on a whim, and I was like, hey, kind of to thank you guys for all your support and everything. Those of you that do the hashtag, and I'm trying to do one every day. So every day you have a chance to get an entry into the giveaway, and it's going to be a monthly giveaway. But just another way to kind of encourage y'all as well and let y'all just kind of see what my life is like as well. So, um, you know, so if you haven't caught that, go back. There are 3 right now that you can get in on. Tomorrow there will be one that will drop, but of course I won't be live doing it. I'll be in. I gotta be in at 6:30 in the morning. So surgery will be at 8. It'll probably be about 3 hours, and then I'll get to come home. So I doubt I will want to do one tomorrow. So I went ahead and recorded one. So that will drop tomorrow morning. So that'll be your 4th hashtag to get in on. So if you haven't done that, go watch the shorts, find out what the hashtag is, and then comment down below. That's how I'm doing it. All you got to do is comment the hashtag. No, Tammy, I don't think that would ever happen unless I get a duplicate. Then I'll donate a sloth. But other than that, no. All right, guys. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Tonight's topic is about it's just a bad day, not a bad life, guys. Just a bad day. How many of us have done this? I know I have. We had one thing go wrong, and then another, and then another, and all in one day it's happened. You got into a fight with your spouse, you got stuck in traffic, you got whatever it may be. And all of a sudden we think that our lives are terrible and we just wallow in that pit of life, and we're just sitting there going, woe is me, my life is so terrible, right? I know I've done it. I know I have. So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight is how do we go from looking at it like, thank you, Lisa. How do we go about, thinking that for just today, that today is a bad day, not your life. There's, many, many things that you're to be thankful for, should be thankful for. And we've talked about that in the past. So some of this all kind of ties together. So I just thought this was a positive topic to talk about, one that needed to be talked about as well. So again, we're going to be talking about that tonight and just letting it be just that one bad day. Just let it go. And it's just one bad day, right? So here we go. Life isn't sunshine all of the time. That's just the way it is. It's not rainbows and all that fun stuff, right? You can't let one bad day or one bad moment hold so much power over you. Think about that power. We tend to shift our focus when bad things happen, which is so heartbreaking because then when we do that, we forget about all the beauty we have to be thankful for because we're focusing on that one thing, narrow focus. So, one of my favorite songs I really like to listen to, especially if I've had a bad day. How many of you have heard that song, Bad Day by Daniel Powder? Daniel Powder, right? Daniel Powder. I love that song, and I love the point of this song. It's basically a reminder that even if you have a bad day once in a while, things will get better. So it's the one. So you've had a bad day. Da 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 da. Anyways, I won't hurt your ears any longer. But the main chorus is because you had a bad day, you're taking one down. You sing a sad song just to turn it around. You say you don't know. You tell me don't lie. You work at a smile and you go for a ride. You had a bad day. The camera don't lie. You're coming back down and you really don't mind. You had a bad day. That song just kind of gets me in the mood. It really does change my attitude when I listen to that song. And the video is super cute as well. I love the video to it. Really, Tammy? I didn't know that. We're just connected, girl. We're just connected. So, how do we take that bad day? How do we take that one day that we think has just traumatized our whole life and restructure it into something valuable? There are 5 P's that we're going to go over and to remember when you're going through that. One is perspective. We can take something that was just a small event, right? Very small, very minuscule. Hey, Red Buddy, and make it larger than what it is. I used to say this about my girls. Right, Harley? Yes. I used to say it about my girls, especially when they were teenagers. Like, oh my gosh, you had this one event and you act like your life is over. So, perspective helps us to count our blessings when we think of what all we have to be thankful for. It also reminds us that things could be a lot worse, right? It's such a powerful word, perspective. It's a strong word, it's very powerful. Um, Perceptive is realizing you have another day when someone else might be dying. I can't even talk. Perspective, maybe if I spelled it right in my notes, I could talk or talk. Perceptive is, um, you can get what you need comfortably. You're in a comfortable state. You can get gas in your car. You got food on the table. You can go get a meal if you want to outside your home, whatever. But you're just comfortable and to be able to do that when there are so many homeless people out there on the streets. Again, putting in perspective compared to what it could have been. So ask yourself this question when you've had a bad day. Did anyone die here? That just gives me chills because, just because we're coming up on 1 year mark of both my parents and everything. But again, it's just like, well, that there's a point in that, right? There's a point in that. Perspective also allows you to turn the lead into gold and pivot. Y'all know I've talked about that word before, pivot. We're going to talk about it again tonight. So number 2P is going to be pivot, guys. One way you can pivot from a bad day is think of these letters. Y'all know I love my acronyms. WTOH. I was trying to think of something snazzy, smart aleck, what that could stand for, but WTOH. And that stands for what's the opportunity here? What can you learn from the situation that you were just in that made your day so bad? Maybe you got caught off in this morning's traffic. I know back when my mom was here and I was like, Mom, it was so bad. I was stuck in traffic for 20 minutes because of some idiot having a wreck. And she said, yep. And guess what? If you'd been 20 minutes sooner, you could have been that idiot in the wreck. Perspective, guys. Way to pivot it. That's right, Lisa D. Yes. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. You get into a fight with your spouse or loved one. We all do. Some fights are worse than other fights. But guess what? You're still married to yours. Might not want to be at the moment, but No. Right, Darlene? Yes, it's so hard to believe that I'm even coming up on 1 year. Cool Ranch, there you are, sweetheart. Selena. Welcome in, Selena. Wait for you to pop up over here. There you are. All right. So what's the opportunity here? You spilt your coffee on your new outfit that you were wearing to the office today. Well, at least you were able to get the coffee. At least the outfit's going to be washable, hopefully, right? You got a ticket on the way home. That can ruin a day. But at least you got reminded that you need to slow down and probably prevented you from being in something worse, right? So whatever it is, or maybe, I want you to ask yourself, WTOH, what's the opportunity here? What can I possibly learn from this situation? This is a powerful question, guys. I feel like it definitely is a powerful question. And what this question does, it allows you to think and hunt for something good. So going back to you got into a fight with someone, you pivot to that question. What's the opportunity here? And you ask yourself, what's the opportunity here? I'm ahead of my notes. Maybe you could have communicated better. Maybe it's an opportunity to show forgiveness and grow yourself in a personal bravery. opportunity to understand someone better, right? Like, how many times have you got into it with someone and it was just all because of miscommunication and you don't quite understand them just yet? Very early on in marriages, that definitely happens because you're not used to each other's quirks. So, but that can happen. And I think it's even powerful. This has come up before, but even more powerful when you do forgive somebody. It's for you, it's not for anybody else. It's to give you peace, um, and it just cleanses you, I believe, because it feels, when I've had this happen to me, I felt like it was just poison in my body. And so when I finally just said, I forgive her or him or whoever it was, it's so powerful that it just makes you feel better. And it's for you again. It's not for you to say it was okay for so and so to do whatever they did. It's just for you. So I always try to encourage my girls to do that as well. Um, because not everything is always, the greatest. The third word is pharmacy. This word, can you believe that's a word for having a bad day? Pharmacy. This word is all about moving, and it's not the medical term as in, get a prescription to make something better, right? My Prozac does not make me feel better all the time. My Wellbutrin does not make me feel better all the time. I still have those slumps and moments of where my day does not feel like it's going the way it should have went. And then I have to say, what was my opportunity here? And then I want to tell myself, shut up. But anyways, we won't go there. But I know when I'm upset about a situation, and this happened when things kind of went rough for me and my stepdad, who I'm still not talking to, but that's okay because I've forgiven him, and I'm at peace with it on my side. But again, like I told you, I think I told y'all last week, there's a pond by my office, and I can go for a walk out there when I'm upset about something, when I need to think something through, and I walk faster than normal and I pound that pavement a little bit harder. What this is allowing is to release dopamine in my brain, which is the neurotransmitter of inspiration. And that then, hey, Callie, welcome in. Thank you. And then that in turn releases the serotonin, which is the pleasure neurotransmitter. So maybe walking isn't your thing. Maybe it's swimming. Maybe it's punching bag. Maybe it's kickboxing. Whatever it may be. Maybe it's just going for a drive. Whatever it is that you like, take your frustrations out, and it's something healthy. This creates a pharmacy of mastery within your brain, which will affect your psychology and your interior life. When I get done doing that walk, when I was so mad that one day, and any other time I do that, it just made me feel a lot better. I can think clearer. I understand clearer. I can go back and go, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or, maybe I misunderstood, whatever it may be. Right, Corinth? Yes. So doing a walk for me just makes me feel so much better. And I really do feel like I'm thinking better because I've gotten all that frustration out. So try to find something that helps you do that in return. Number 4 is pages. Pages. My therapist had encouraged me to write in a journal when I was in therapy. I don't always do it, guys. I get into a habit of doing it and then I quit for a long, long time. And there's no telling what my kids will find when I pass because there's so many different journals lying around here. But she had encouraged me to journal, and a lot of you have heard this, so I'm not speaking something new to you. We have all heard that people that have gone through difficulty, they've gone through chaos, they've gone through tragedy, whatever it is, for you to grab the journal, turn to a new page, and write out your problems and pour your pain out. Meditation. Yes, Lisa. So pour your pain out, pour that confusion out, pour the frustrations out onto that page. Doing this is powerful, and it allows for a profound release of what you're experiencing written onto a page. My journal for me was always like a prayer, though. And I usually start out, Dear Jesus, continue on. Now, another thing I like about that is I can go back and see what prayers were answered. So that's why I've always liked that one. But here's the key. If you repress and suppress your feelings of anger, sadness, disappointment, those lower feelings that you give into and that gives you low energy as well, what happens if you keep them on the inside? What happened? Not only does it build up toxicity, which is what I was saying when I was going through a hard time with someone, and again, that poison that builds up, so that's the toxicity that you're feeling. You build up resentment for that person and frustration as well. So it can cause health problems, right? It can cause inflammation, the blood pressure. It really is true. It does cause health problems. Number five is planet, like the earth. Hey, Anamora, welcome in. There you are. Nature can be such an awesome recovery method, which is why I like to walk. When you are out in the nature walking, it grounds you, right? I mean, how cool is that? I mean, you're walking on the ground and it grounds you. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of interesting. When you connect to the planet, it gives you that recovery method. It also does something bigger. It reminds you that you are part of something so much bigger than yourself. So much bigger than yourself. Okay, I get it now. Harley's talking about, yes, it can give you migraines. Lisa says muscle tense. Yes, definitely. So it can all just affect everything in you. But when you're out exploring and everything, the trees and the sky, the ocean, the mountains, wherever it may be, it just puts it in perspective for you that there are things that are so much bigger than you. Maybe, just maybe, your bad day is taking you to a better place. Life happens for you, not to you. It happens for you. The example on this one right here is my marriage, my first marriage. When they say the grass is greener on the other side, it definitely was greener on the other side for me. But going through all that pain, all those fights, the custody, everything, it led me to such an awesome man. And it was such a better place for me and for my girls. So again, life happens for you. Maybe what you see is bad, but it's just your false belief system judging that it's bad. Right? I know that things that we thought were bad that were happening to us, and we're looking back on it and we realize that it turned out to be a blessing. I can think of several examples of this, of things I've gone through. Things that, like with my husband, financial stuff, and oh my gosh, to be free of that and to have a different relationship, a more deeper understanding relationship with my husband, on that and so forth. My parents' death, of all things, has opened my eyes to enjoy what I have left and all of that. And it's had me appreciate the people that has been placed in my life and to learn from what that is. And I'm not saying that them dying is a blessing, but it taught me. And again, the opportunity wasn't there to learn. The pain is still there. The pain is still fresh. It's still new. But my gosh, I've gained so much more insight, you know? So when there are things that happen to you, and they happen to you for a reason. And then when you get out onto the other side of that storm and you look back into that storm as it's going on past whatever, you're like, wow, okay, I get it now. I get it. Callie says, I've learned not to hold a grudge or be angry or upset over things that I don't have no right, that you don't have control over, along with prayer and exercise, and help me get through those issues. Yes. And that's what a lot of, I can just use Robert again for an example. Robert can get really bent out of shape over something and it's only because, and it's usually, I mean, he doesn't do it hardly as much as he used to, but it's because he didn't feel in control of the situation. Like he felt like he had to control it. And the only way to control it was to get worked up and all this stuff. But he's mellowing out as he gets older. But think of people that had to make major life decisions to survive. Most of those people will say, well, it could have been worse. One example was the guy that had that boulder that fell on his arm, and he had to self-amputate his own arm to survive. Simply said, it could have been worse. Wow. It could have been worse. He could have died from it. I don't know what else could have been worse than that, but, taking those moments and turning and realizing it could have been so much worse than what you originally thought it was. So tell me that you're having a bad day. Tell me about the job you hate. Tell me about getting stuck in traffic, and tell me you fought with a friend or a family member. Just go ahead and tell me. Because I found this while I was researching it, put things in perspective. See how powerful that word is, perspective. I keep referring back to it. And it was, and if you think about this, it will help you keep things in perspective as well. So here's what I found. Tell me the morning is a townhouse burning to the ground. Tell me the snooze button is a fire extinguisher. Tell me that the alarm clock stole the keys to your smile. How you had to drive in town and a crash totaled your happiness. I've had a crash. I thought it ruined my happiness, but I got a nicer car out of it. So, again, I'm on the other side. Oh, that was kind of a blessing. Yes, Lisa D. That is a big one. That will definitely put things in perspective for you. 1000%. Lisa says, some days when my pain is so bad, I look at what Jesus went through, then I don't hurt so bad. Right? Yes. Amen. So tell me how blessed we are to have a tragedy so small that it fits on the tips of our tongues. Most people have no idea that tragedy and silence have the exact same address. When your day is full of disappointments that were outside of your control, here we go, Callie, that were outside of your control, when you find yourself questioning, why is this happening to me? Done it. Why is this happening to me? When you feel like your guardian angel put in his 2 weeks notice 2 months ago and just decided not to tell you. When it feels like God is a babysitter on the phone. When you get punched by a fistful of life, remember this. Remember this. Every year, 2 million people die of dehydration. 2 million. So it doesn't matter if the glass is half full or half empty. We've all heard that line. Is the glass half full or is it half empty? There's water in a cup. It doesn't matter. So drink it and stop complaining. Muscle is created by repeatedly lifting things that have been designed to weigh us down. Hey, Patsy Crafty, welcome in. There you are. So things that weigh us down when your shoulders feel heavy, like when you're doing one of those kettles, the kettlebell, whatever they call that thing, your shoulders feel heavy because it's meant to weigh you down. But you stand up straight and you lift your chin and you call it an exercise if you must. Remember, life is a gym membership with a really complicated cancellation policy. Remember that you will survive. Remember, things could be worse. Remember, we have never, ever been given anything that we can't handle. When the world crumbles around you and you have to look at the wreckage and then build a new one out of all the pieces that are still here. So, remember, you are still here. The human heart beats approximately 4,000 times per hour, and each pulse, each throb, each palpitation is a trophy engraved with the words, "You are still alive." Act like it. Woo! I don't know how many of y'all know about Ric Flair and wrestling, but man, I can understand why he goes around going, woo! It's just, woo, that just fires me up. It fires me up. But a very powerful topic, guys. Very powerful. As you know, I like to keep these 45 minutes to an hour. Anything y'all want to discuss, share, remember, it's all about perspective. All about perspective. That's right, Cool Ranch. Yes. And that's when he attacks the most. That is when he attacks the most. I can't tell you how many times I have felt that way. Like just Satan's just attacking me from every direction. And especially when things are really good, it's like it's trying to distract me. He's so good at getting you to focus on the negative, the bad thoughts and so forth. So, yes, fight him with a good word. Yes, exactly. Anything else, guys? Anything else? That's right, Lisa D. You lost your parents at a young age, but the Lord gave me wonderful parents while I did have them on this earth, right? I mean, that in itself is so powerful, a way to put that in perspective. And I think I shared that with you guys. While I mourned that I lost my parents, how wonderful is it to be blessed to know that they were my parents, that is who God intended for them to be as my parents. Wow. Why would I not be thankful that I had that time with them? And God has placed people in my lives that it doesn't replace my parents. It doesn't replace my mom or my dad, but it's people that I could have, or people that I can relate to that remind me of little things of my mom and dad, all I can think of is Tammy. Something as little as is she made a comment one day up at the flea market. She said, I gotta grab my puss. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I know you didn't just say that. I said, my mom used to say that. She said, will you grab my puss? Will you put that in my puss? And I mean, it's just like, it's little glimpses like that make me feel so good and makes me remember things like that, right? Like it's just what I needed at that moment. So I do believe that God uses people to speak through you or through them to you, right? I just got chills. Selena says, I needed this tonight, and God knows us so well. Thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes, she was saying purse. It was purse, I promise. But my mom used to say that, and that was just, and then she would say, red eye. Are you red eye? You know, I mean, it's just little things like that. And nobody has ever understood the whole purse thing. And so it was just so neat when Tammy said that, you know, that I was just like, wow, you know, because Robert just shakes his head and acts like I'm crazy, but Tammy understood that, and it was just so refreshing and just a nice memory of what my mom used to say. She reminds me a lot of my mom as far as how much we love to cut up and laugh and have fun and everything. So, but yes, putting things in perspective when things look so bad, there's always someone else hurting worse than you. And I know that's not always the same for every situation, right? I know that's not always the same. You know, I think about my brother right now. He's, you know, really starting to feel the effects of cancer and everything. And having, you know, been in a hospital with pneumonia and COVID, reading my sister-in-law's post about him the other night, or Sunday mornings when it was, just, oh, it just hurt my heart so bad about what he's going through. And I wanted to wallow in that for a moment because my brother's all I got left of my parents, right? But then I'm like, how great is it that he's been my brother, that he's been my big brother, that he was the man that stepped up whenever my mom and dad got divorced. He's 8 years older than me. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to help my mom out, take care of me. Well, a man that I look up to. Wow, right? I'll be on Wednesday night running on Wednesday. We'll be missing my scooter. Yeah, I told Tammy, I said, just go live on YouTube. We'll worry about StreamYard later. So when she goes live, if y'all would support her, I would greatly appreciate it. So again, such a very powerful, eye-opening topic to talk about tonight. Next Monday, I plan to be here, but we'll do Monday motivation. So again, I will be having my surgery tomorrow. If you could please add me to your prayers. I know things are going to go all right. I know the doctor knows what he's doing and everything. Yes, there will be pain and everything, but I'm so looking forward to being able to hear again, you know. Again, it will never be 100% that I hear, but I'll take 70, you know. So I won't be going live the rest of this week. They want me to take 5 days to do absolutely nothing. So I probably won't go live until next Monday motivation. And I will try to keep you updated on my shorts through YouTube that way. So next Monday will be about my favorite word, radical, my word of the year. So I lost my brother that did that for me when I lost my parents 6 years ago. It's hard. Yes, yes, it is. When you think about, as far as your immediate family unit, what you have left, you know, and my brother, bless his heart, said that, you know, he feels guilty if he gives up and gets too tired fighting the cancer. And I'm just like, okay, I don't need you feeling guilty. I'll carry that guilt, you know. So, but he's thought about it too, and that meant a lot. So, so I'll keep you updated on my YouTube shorts. I have a hashtag giveaway for the month of February, as I stated at the very beginning. Every time you comment with that hashtag each day on a short that I put out there, you will get entered into my giveaway for the month. I haven't decided what that is, but it's going to be something good. So make sure you're following those shorts and that you comment down below just the hashtag and whatever the word I'm using that day. Again, there will be one that will go live tomorrow. at 8 a.m., I believe. I pre-recorded it because I feel like I probably won't be doing much tomorrow at all. So make sure you comment. I'll get your names entered. In fact, I'm putting all your names. I don't know if you can see it from here. There's a sloth coffee cup up there, and that's where I'm keeping all your names. So, Cool Ranch. Of course, praying for your comfort and rest tonight. Praying for the Lord to guide the doctor's hands. Prayers for Robert to have peace, right? While you're in surgery. Peace for him while he takes care of me as well. So, I told Tammy today, I said, I cannot ever ask for a better man that takes care of me. I know that if I ever got really, really, really bad sick, I know he's going to do everything he can to take care of me. So, you know. Kathy says, hello, everyone. Scooter will be praying for you. Thank you, Kathy. Yep, if he was alive, I wouldn't be careless. 2.5 years. Yep. Cool Ranch. If we put the hashtag in more than once, does that get us more names in the drawings? No, it's just one a day. Good question, though. Just one a day. And you got to do it on the short. You got to do it on the short. So he always loaned me money. I paid him back always. Yes. Like, it's little things like that. Robert's parents used to give us $200 every Christmas. Man, do I miss getting that $200. Money doesn't mean anything, obviously, but, little things like that. So, yes. Thank you, Lisa D. He is definitely my best friend, my partner, my fighter, everything, cheerleader, my hero. Thank you, Cool Ranch. All right, guys. So again, I will not be live the rest of this week. I will miss each and every one of you. I don't know if I'll pop into some of the auctions. Maybe the later part of the week I will. But again, next Monday, Motivation, I plan to be here, providing that I'm not, really still feeling it. And again, it's going to be on the word radical. So what that means to me and how you can live your life radically as well. Car list. Well, my car list always changed to right, but you're doing it, Lisa. You're going to get that car. I believe in it. Yes, you're definitely going to do it. I wasn't even thinking about that. So that's how I read it. Thank you, Selena. Thank you. I'll probably post something on Facebook maybe tomorrow, let y'all know how I'm feeling, maybe. Those of you that have Robert's number, you can definitely text him and see how it's going, so forth. So, all right, guys, anything else? We are almost right at that 45-minute mark. Have Robert come let us know how surgery went, please. Yes, maybe I'll get him to do a short for me. And then he can tell you how I'm doing. So that might be Wednesday when we do that. I know I thought about if I really wanted to share what I will look like after the surgery. But if you can imagine, I'm going to have this headpiece on and a big old cup over this ear because they're going in and they're totally reconstructing my ear. Like they are going to cut it, lay it on my face and do whatever they need to do and then sew it back on. So I don't know if I want to be, showing that thing, but you never know. I might. Let you really get in on it, right? Right, Lisa D? I didn't know how quite to take that. I was like, careless. That makes so much sense now that you said careless. Hey, Mary. Welcome in. Again, guys, if you ever want the notes, let me know. I'll be sure to get those to you. And make sure you keep following along. So thank you guys for being here as always. Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life. Go out there and live it. And let's do this thing. Bye, guys.
Okay, let's do this thing.